congratulations, Jeff, on your nomination for Flash Forward.
Yes.
And you're nominated for Best DP, Best Cinematographer. Maybe you can tell us a little bit about the role of the cinematographer for people getting into the business.
The role of a cinematographer is really to sort of create the visual language of the film that you're working on. We're working on a television show, and you work very closely with the director and the producers and to design the look of the show. You are responsible for the lighting and camera placement. You work with the directors very closely and collaborate with a large group of people to basically shoot the film and see what it's going to look like.
How important is keeping up with technology for a DP? In other words, with everything going on today with digital, 3D, you know, the different kinds of formats out there, how do you have to keep up with that? Or is the concentration of a DP more on the art side?
It's important, I think, to keep up with technology because technology is an essential part of what we do as cinematographers. It's sometimes the thing that got you into the business was technology to begin with. People love cameras, digital things, you know, and the art of cinematography is a big part of it as well. I think you need both. And this is what I love about cinematography, is it has both of those things. It has technology, it has creative, visionary art as well. Both those things together, nothing better for me.
So do you feel that Hollywood is embracing digital now versus, I remember last year when I did the show, digital was the big bad word. You didn't want to mention it here. But today it seems like everybody's embracing that. Do you feel there is a sea change in Hollywood towards digital?
My feeling is that the digital realm has matured quite a bit. I still love shooting film. I think shooting with digital and HD is another tool in the toolbox, and it has matured to the point where I'm enjoying quite a bit. I'm using it.
What camera do you use, if you don't mind us asking?
I'm currently shooting flash forward with Sony F-35s.
Okay, all right.
Modified by Panavision. Beautiful camera. Certainly spectacular to see it. The image you're going to get as you're going to see it on TV in the future. So
now, when people think of digital as cheaper than film, it's all relative, right? Because an F-35 modified by Panavision, right? It's not cheap as in some of these cameras are cheap for people out there, right? We're still talking in a couple of $100,000 for a camera,
right,
versus millions of dollars in the film for that cost, right?
Right.
So it's still kind of it's a more higher end, expensive, more out of reach to the new media shooter.
Right. But I believe that's changing. If computers is any example, technology evolves where things get smaller, lighter, cheaper, and better.
Well, DSLRs as an example, right? They're starting to shoot video now, and you can use 35mm lenses. Do you have any take on that? On the DSLRs, like the Canon 5D, where you can shoot full frame video with a 35mm lens.
In fact, with DSL digital still cameras, we've been using them on the show.
Oh, you have?
I bought a Canon D5.
That's 5D,
bought a Canon 5D, and have been using it for some of the flashbacks, flash forwards that are.
Now you're shooting the video with that?
Yeah, we're shooting for the show, and they're using that for network television. So that's evolved quite a bit as well, and I'm pretty happy with it. It's pretty interesting.
That's a success story right there. That people, I know. I interviewed Rodney Charters. He's the DP of 24, and he's a big fan of DSLRs. Huge fan of those. Obviously, he still shoots film on 24.
Yeah.
But it seems like that's really the future, right? You can place it in places where you can a big camera.
I think that we have to definitely take a look at all HD media and watch it evolve and see how it's going to affect our work. I still think you need the vision and the cinematographer's sort of idea of how to create imagery. That'll always be essential, no matter what the tool.
Definitely. Jeff, congratulations again. Thank you. Very good to meet you.
Thank you. Pleasure.